Love gardening but also love to travel? Discover how to keep your garden thriving while you explore the world. Your gardening adventure doesn't pause when you're on the go. Today, we're embarking on an exciting journey to blend the freedom of travel with the joy of gardening. Let's dive into how to plan this exciting journey. Before you pack your bags, mark your calendars and set reminders. Your garden needs a plan before you jet off. Imagine your garden as a living, breathing entity. It has its own rhythm, its own needs. Timing is everything. Knowing the cycles of your plants, the right time to prune, to fertilize, to water, can make all the difference. So, before you embark on your journey, take a moment to understand what your garden might need while you're away. Are your roses due for a trim? Do your tomatoes need staking? Or perhaps your lawn requires a good mow? Addressing these tasks before you leave can help keep your garden healthy and vibrant. Next, consider the season. If you're traveling in summer, you might need to take extra precautions to protect your plants from heat and drought. Conversely, in winter, tender plants may need protection from frost. A useful tip is to prepare your garden for the season ahead, not just for the duration of your trip. Think about using slow-release fertilizers that can nourish your plants over several weeks, or installing shade cloths to shield them from the harsh summer sun. And remember, preparation is not just physical. There's also a mental aspect. It's about understanding that your garden is resilient. It can weather a few weeks without you, and with a little foresight and planning, it can even thrive. With a plan in place, now let's look at how to keep your plants hydrated. Keeping your garden watered while you're away is easier than you think. Let's talk about automated watering systems. Imagine a world where your plants are never thirsty, and your garden blooms even when you're miles away. This is the magic of automated watering systems. These systems come in all shapes and sizes, catering to different types of gardens and plant needs. Let's start with the simplest one, the drip irrigation system. Easy to install and affordable, it drips water directly to the roots of your plants, reducing water wastage. It's a great choice for those with a small garden or a balcony full of potted plants. Next, we have the sprinkler systems. These mimic the effect of rainfall, covering larger areas and keeping your lawn lush and green. They can be adjusted to water at specific times, ensuring your garden gets a steady supply of moisture. Now, if you're a tech-savvy gardener, smart watering systems are right up your alley. Integrated with your smart home system, they allow you to control watering schedules remotely. They can even adjust watering based on weather forecasts, ensuring your plants are never over or underwatered. With these systems, you can rest assured that your garden stays hydrated while you're off exploring the world. And the best part? They not only save your plants but also your time and water. A win-win for the environment and you. Now that your plants are watered, let's prepare the soil for your absence. A bit of preparation now can ensure your soil sustains your plants while you're away. One of the most effective ways to do this is through mulching. Mulch serves several purposes. It helps retain moisture in your soil, suppresses weed growth, and as it breaks down, it adds valuable nutrients back into the soil. Organic mulches such as compost, straw, or shredded bark are excellent choices as they break down over time and enrich your soil. Now let's talk about slow-release fertilizers. These are an exceptional tool for the traveling gardener. By gradually releasing nutrients into the soil, they provide your plants with a steady food supply over an extended period. You can find a variety of these fertilizers, each designed to cater to different plant types and soil conditions. Choose one that best suits your garden's needs. Lastly, consider creating self-sustaining plant environments. This involves grouping plants with similar watering and sunlight needs together. This way, they can thrive in harmony, supporting one another while you're exploring the world. Companion planting is a great example where certain plants are grown together for mutual benefit. Remember, a well-prepared garden is a resilient garden. Your plants will thank you for the extra care and attention you put into preparing their environment before you set off on your travels. With your soil prepared, let's consider how to protect your garden from pests and diseases. Your garden might face some challenges while you're away, but fear not, we've got organic solutions. While you're out exploring the world, your unattended garden could potentially become a playground for pests and diseases. But don't worry, there are ways to keep these unwanted guests at bay, even when you're not there to personally shoo them away. Consider organic pest deterrents. These are substances that naturally repel pests without harming your plants or the environment. Things like neem oil, garlic, and even chili powder can work wonders. You can apply these around your plants before you leave, creating a protective barrier against insects and other critters. Now let's talk about disease prevention. A healthy plant is less likely to fall victim to diseases. So ensuring your plants are well nourished and stress-free is crucial. You can achieve this by making sure the soil is rich in organic matter, and the plants have enough space for air circulation. Also, there are organic fungicides like baking soda and copper sprays that can be used to prevent common plant diseases. Just remember, moderation is key. Too much of anything, even natural substances, can cause harm. Another smart move is to remove any diseased or dead plant material from your garden before you leave. This reduces the chance of diseases spreading while you're away. With your garden protected, let's think about who can keep an eye on it. Sometimes your garden needs a little human touch. Let's look at how to enlist help. Coordinating care for your garden while you're away can be as simple as asking a neighbor or a friend to keep an eye out. They can water your plants, keep the pests at bay, and even harvest any ripe produce. But what if you don't have someone nearby who can help? A professional garden sitter can be a great solution. They're seasoned pros who know how to handle everything from succulents to sunflowers. And don't worry about leaving them in the dark about your garden's needs. A detailed checklist can be a game changer. Jot down specific tasks and any important information about your plants. Now, wouldn't it be great if there was an app for that? Well, there are plenty. From scheduling watering times to setting reminders for fertilizing, these apps can be a lifeline for your garden's caretaker. With your garden in good hands, it's time to think about harvesting before you go. Before you leave, there's one more task, harvesting. Let's dive into why it's important. Just as you wouldn't leave ripe fruit on the tree when you're home, you shouldn't leave it there when you're away. Harvesting ripe produce before you depart stimulates further growth and prevents the onset of rotting, ensuring your plants continue to thrive in your absence. From tomatoes to tulips, gather all that's ready to bloom or be eaten. This doesn't just benefit your plants, it also leaves you with a bounty to enjoy or share. Consider donating excess produce to a local food bank or giving a bouquet of fresh flowers to a neighbor. If you're planning a long trip, think about preserving your harvest. Canning, drying, and freezing are all great ways to ensure nothing goes to waste. With your bounty harvested, you're ready to go. But what happens when you return? Coming home to your garden can be a joy. Let's make sure it's a happy reunion. After your travels, your garden will have stories to tell you. Listen to them. Look for signs of growth, resilience, and the small victories of nature. Take a moment to walk through your garden, to touch the leaves, to feel the soil. This is your welcome back moment, the reunion of two friends. It's now time to seamlessly reintegrate into your gardening routine. Water, prune, and feed as necessary, but also remember to be gentle. Your plants have been on their own journey while you were away, and they may need some tender care. Celebrate the resilience of nature. Marvel at how your garden has flourished in your absence, how it's grown, and how it's survived. Your garden is a testament to your planning, your preparation, and your love for nature. With these tips, your garden can flourish even when you're miles away. Wherever you roam, your garden remains a part of your journey. We've covered planning, watering, soil prep, pest control, enlisting help, and harvesting. Share your tips and experiences below. Embark with confidence, knowing your green oasis awaits your return. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more gardening insights.